Oh, well, hey there. What is going on? And greetings, Earthlings. Hello, as always. Sorry in advance if you can hear that noise. That is my lawn mowing guys. I don't know what they were thinking mowing the lawn today. Don't they know that I'm making a YouTube video? So I wanted a quick talk about a couple things. First of all, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the new setup. Nothing has really changed a whole lot except for I got this new standing desk. So I'm actually starting to stand now in my videos. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like it the other way? Should I seat? Should I seat? Should I be seated, or are you digging the standing? I don't know if you care, but I'm curious. Then I do want to get into the Jungle Cruise. I'm going to give you here's how it's going to go. And I'm going to do this moving forward with all the reviews. Let me know if you guys are digging it. But I'm going to give you my review real quick. And then if you want to fast forward, you can. But I'm also going to read, I think it'll be fun to read reviews on Google because they're always great. And I always like read reviews of movies, especially if I really like them, because most of them are hilarious and people take this shit way too seriously. It's like it's just a movie. And what I'll do is I'll read a 1-star review and then a 5-star review. So I'm going to do that after my review. So let me give you my review of Jungle Cruise. I just watched it last night. It came out yesterday. And I watched it as soon as we could. I was excited about this. I did a trailer reaction video when it first came out. And let's be honest, everything The Rock touches is gold, right? I don't think he's ever been in a bad movie. I mean, even The Tooth Fairy was awesome. God, I want to like this so bad. And let me start off by saying this. It's not a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad movie. I just think that A, they were trying too hard, and B, I don't know if we needed so much detail out of this. A lot of reviews that I read, and I feel very similarly, which is not surprising considering Jungle Cruise is based off a Disney ride. This feels a lot like the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So I feel like in terms of creativity, they pulled a lot of stops from Pirates of the Caribbean, but it just wasn't as good. So this would have been good, I think. And the reason I say that is because the first Pirates of the Caribbean was great, but there was a lot of buildup. It wasn't so like out there where the main villain was like 5 guys that had squids as a face. Like that wasn't, they built that up, right? It all focused on Jack Sparrow on the first one. This one was like, you don't get a whole lot of history of the characters. It starts off kind of like very like Emily Blunt is like a risk taker and a rule breaker, and you get that pretty quick. And it's set like back, I think, in the World War I days. I forget when this was set. They didn't even say it really. I don't think in the movie. They just kind of implied it because like the Ford T car was out is when this was set. But women didn't have a prominent role in society. So Emily Blunt was like this bad girl that wore pants. Emily's doing her thing. She's hilarious. She's great. And then, you get introduced to The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And, I love The Rock. I think he's become a much better actor. This was not his best acting performance. Doesn't mean it was bad. It's not meant to be super heartfelt or anything like that. He still has kind of like the Rock sense of humor, that you get. What was that movie he did with Kevin Hart, like Central Intelligence? It was okay. He was funnier in Jumanji than in this. Though writing, I think, could have been a lot better. They stretched a lot. They pulled a lot of this, like, no spoilers here, but like at the end, you get kind of like slapped in the face with this, like, this surprise where you're like, oh, well, I guess that's one way to do things. And then the movie kind of changes dynamic and it gets a little bit more Pirates of the Caribbean like 4, where it gets a little bit more aggressive with the villains, and it just gets outrageous. Like it's to the point where it's like, okay, this is a 2-hour and 7-minute movie. You could have made this like 1 hour and 35 minutes and then did a sequel. And then the sequel actually could have been a little bit more in your face. But this was like a lot of information for 2 hours, and it was like overload. But again, that said, it was a fun movie. It was visually fun. I have a TV with surround sound, and I got the LG lights hooked up so it syncs up with the TV. So it's a really cool environment to watch a movie. It's like an Avatar, right? Except Avatar, again, long story, big movie, 3 hours, and they get stretched out. I don't like giving out star reviews because I feel like star reviews are kind of like overrated and overused, where it's like if you get bad customer service at a restaurant, you get a 1-star rating. So I don't know if there's a lot of stars here. I might come out with a point system if I do more reviews. But here's how I view movies now. I view movies as if I see them in the theaters or if I don't. If it's worth seeing them in the theaters or if it's not. This I would not see in the theaters. And I didn't. I paid, for Disney Plus early access, and I watched it. And it's a, again, fun movie to watch. I think kids will get a kick out of it. I think it's a little bit scary at times for kids. It's a little aggressive. Again, a little in your face. They could have toned it down. I don't think they're going to do a sequel with this. I don't know how you could. I don't know why you would. No one's really asking for it. So I don't know. Definitely worth the watch. Maybe wait until Disney Plus releases it for free. There's a lot of other movies I think you can buy that are better than this. But, again, they're not all winners, right? The Rock, Emily, don't get offended. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's going to make money. But I think people were a little bit more excited about this, and I don't know if they're going to be as excited once they see it. But with that said, let's get into some good reviews and bad ones. I always want to start this off. His name will be redacted, but this was a 1-star rating on Google. I don't know if you could read that. Can you read that? A little bit. A jumbled mess that kept me more confused about the direction it was taking than developing a fun narrative. Want a splash of Indiana Jones? Well, it's World War I, so we can't use Nazis. So let's put the awful, cliche, and terrible acted, Kasseri world. I thought he was actually a good actor. He's funny. He's been in a lot of movies, but he is the villain of this. This guy did not like him. The McGruffin. Here's a plant that fixes anything and somehow guarantees eternal life. You can see where this goes between vague threats, bad guy deals, captured allies, etc. Are you bored yet? Want some Pirates of the Caribbean? Unexplainable yet somehow repetitive ghost story that fails to do anything but provide some vague paranormal threat. There's no Jack Sparrow here, though. Okay, so this guy obviously did not like the film. He's pretty harsh in this, saying it's bad CGI and that the stunts were kind of cheesy. And yeah, that's kind of true, but again, this is a Disney flick. It's based off a ride. I didn't really expect anything crazy. He's got some points here. And kind of like I mentioned with the Pirates, it's definitely not in comparison. Now let's look on the other side. Let's look at this person that gave it 5 stars. You could hear the contrast. It's hysterical. Absolutely amazing. Emily and DJ's pairing is perfection. They're so funny together, and when the romance scenes happen, it progresses so naturally. It's the whole friends falling in love concept, which is great. The cast and crew did a wonderful job on this production. I was extremely involved in the movie from start to end. Great movie to start my subscription of Disney Plus and Premium Access. A great mixture of adventure, action, comedy, and romance with a sprinkle on top. Definitely a must-watch for all families, keeping both children and parents 100% engaged. I can't wait for more. Yay. So obviously, as you can tell, much different reviews from those people. I think the honest review is in between of those two. Again, not horrible. It might be worth the watch. I wouldn't pay for it in theaters. Maybe I would wait if I'm you to watch it on Disney Plus for free. But other than that, again, fun movie. Definitely not the best. So there's the review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you watch it? I'd love to know what you think. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.